A U.S. congressman calls the Niger leaders thugs, and he also called for an invasion of Niger. Watch this clip, we'll come back and discuss.
You know what a real U.S. president would do? Say that C-130s are on their way to Niger today with the water and the medicine and the food our troops need, that they will have a full fighter pilot escort there, and if the Nigeri government or any other third world thug tries to even turn on their air defense systems, we should show those leaders and those thugs what the target package looks like on their houses and their family members, because it should not be Americans that are suffering because President Biden and Blinken are so embarrassed that their strategy in Africa failed. It started back in March of 2023. Secretary of State Antony Blinken went to Niger and proclaimed that it was a model of resilience, a platform for great democracy. It would be where America would execute its Africa strategy. 1 year later, almost to the day, there was a coup in Niger. And I know this will surprise you, but after that occurs, they say they want our bases that U.S. taxpayers have poured more than $1 billion into gone. They want our service members gone.
As you heard in the video, Congressman Matt is calling for invasion of Niger. He's actually calling out President Biden for allowing this to happen, for not sending their jets and not, putting a target on these people's homes. He calls them thugs. These people that he's calling thugs are seen as heroes in their own countries. They're loved by their people because they overthrew a puppet leader. Niger's leader. That's exactly why, he is angry and he is mad, because the previous leader, the oust leader, was their ally. The West loved Mohamed Bazoum. They cared for him. Even when he was overthrown, they were angry. They were threatening Niger with sanction and with military, like you name it, they threatened Niger with, including using Niger's own neighboring countries, right? So for him to call them thugs, the same people that are seen as liberators from this puppet leader, tells you what you need to know. And also, have you noticed how he is blaming Nigerians for the government of US problem? Why would the US government take taxpayers' money? He said close to 1 billion, right? Even though the figures I think are a bit inflated, but let's go with what he said. $1 billion the US government took from US taxpayers and built a base in Niger. How's that our fault? How is that Nigerians' fault? Because he was making it sound like it's their fault. It's your fault, your government's fault. You are the ones that came to our land and started building bases, not to help us. I mean, yeah, that's the claim. Okay, like if we want to play this game, let's say you did that to help, right? How's that still the people's problem? It's not. You're the one that made that decision to take the taxpayers' money and invest it somewhere else because you thought it's a strategic place for you, to spy on people and to fly drones. That was your decision. I still don't understand why he's blaming, the people of Niger for that. Like, it's not their problem. And he talked about how they got kicked out and how this is a waste. You should have thought about that when you're thinking about building a base and sending your troops to these countries. That's not your country. That's not your country. Why don't you build your own base in your country and then you're safe? Like, you do that because you have motives. There's a reason why you're doing that. Don't act like you are trying to help them and then they turn around and betray you. That's not the case. You feel betrayed because your ally promised you a lot and now he's overthrown and now the coup leaders are not listening to you and they're not bowing down to you. That's why you're mad. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about what Congressman Matt said when it comes to Niger and, the thugs comment. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one.